Today we're taking out the, gonna start taking out the engine from the Mustang, and it's got knocked, so we're gonna fix that. I got a new crankshaft order, new timing chain, everything else. I got my two buddies helping me out, and we're just starting in the middle of the night because we feel like it. So it's actually been a couple of days. We didn't make a lot of progress originally. Got the power steering reservoir off, got the wiring harness undone, but I think I'm actually going to take the wiring harness out with the engine. Just seems a little bit easier if I can get a bolt on the back of that head. I can just pick it up like that, bring it out. With the AC compressor hanging loose. I've got the power steering pump hanging loose as well. You can't really see it, but I've decided I'm also going to take the transmission out with the engine because I hate doing torque converters under cars, and since I only have about 1.5 feet of clearance, not really interested. There's one exhaust nut left. It's the old one. The other three were new. It's a little bit rounded at this point, so I've got a special socket that's supposed to get it off. And if it doesn't, I have some extracting sockets. And then when I get that off, I can take the exhaust off or just let it hang. What I'm also going to do is drain the transmission. This doesn't have a drain bolt that I can see. I'll check it good just to make sure, but I'm going to pop off, make these loose, and then loosen these up, and then let it fall and fall and fall and let it all drain out. I've done it a few times. It's not that bad. Everybody makes a mess, but it's not that hard. I've also decided I'm going to take the radiator out. Not really for any reason other than it gives me a little bit more clearance, and then I won't have to deal with it that much. I'm going to try to disconnect the fuel lines, heater hoses, probably take the radiator hoses off the engine side and get the radiator out, as well as drain the transmission tonight. And if I can do all of that, then I'll be pretty happy with today. We've got the engine and the transmission pulled out. It was a lot, but I don't think we broke anything, so that's a plus. Let's get this thing on a stand and torn down. So I've got the engine out. They're doing work over there, but I got the transmission off the engine last night, and I got it on the stand today. I went ahead and drained the oil. It's dripping coolant. I don't know where to drain that except for the freeze plugs, but I don't really want to knock them out, so I'm going to start tearing it down. So I went ahead and took the wiring harness off to get it out of the way, and also took the vacuum lines off. So now I believe it's all just mechanical. I'm going to start with the valve covers, get those off. I've got cam holders to hold the cams. I'm going to get the valve covers, get all the pulleys and the timing cover off. So I got the valve covers off. I don't know if I'm going to take this. I got to take all these off anyway because I'm going to do spark plugs. I don't know if I'm taking the fuel rail off. I realized I got to find a pulley puller for that. So that's not a big deal, but the cams don't look too bad. I'm breezing through all of this because this thing has a rod knock, and I want to get to the bottom to see what it's like, but you more or less have to tear the whole engine down to get there. So this bearing, there's a lip right there. There's no bearing right here. There's just a lip. And this one was sitting on that. It spun a bearing. This one spun. If you can see it, it spun right there. So that's not good. We got the crank out, got the main caps out. It's all over there. All the rods look fine. But I know I'm speeding through all this, but I'll try to record it more putting it together. I just want to get this done.